I have a question from Griffin63. He asked, advice for moving in with a girl that has teenage kids.
Ooh.
Well, if you don't get along with her teenage kids and they don't really like you as a stepfather, if they don't admire you, respect your authority, respect you as a man, I would not suggest it. So that's super important. Because if you move in with some unruly teenagers that don't like you, they're not gonna stop until the mother's like, she taps out. So unless you really like the kids and you want to be a stepdad and you love those kids, like my girlfriend's daughter, who I absolutely adored, and we still talk, and she's all grown up and she got kids of her own. I'm proud of her. She's pretty amazing. She's a great mom, like her mother was. If you don't feel that way about her children and the children don't feel that way about you, I would not advise it because it's not going to work. Because you're going to become a family or not. Otherwise, you're going to be living with people that don't like you. So, anybody ever had a roommate that you didn't get along with or didn't like? Now throw a couple teenagers in there that are rebelling and trolling you. No, thank you.
You're not my father.
Yeah. Okay. You're not moving in my house.
Can't tell me what to do.
No problem. You're not living here.
The mom's like, oh, he'll get over it. Just give him some time.
He likes you. It takes a while to open up to people.
Yeah, they've got to get along well before they move in together. And if they don't get along well, that's like moving in with a roommate that you don't like and who doesn't like you. You'll make each other miserable.
I think there's several movies about that. Like the boyfriend moves in, the kids are like, oh, I'll show him. There's like so many movies where it's mostly like boys because the mom, like it's a single mom and she has a little boy or a son and they're like pretty much, that's my mommy,
Like Caroline had that experience. You had a roommate that you didn't like and who didn't like you.
Yeah.
She was ratting you out because of your kitty cat.
Yeah, because she was allergic. Just like, that's not my fault.
It's not my fault.
Did she move in knowing you had a cat?
Yeah. She just when the lady was showing her, well, the apartment complex didn't know I had a cat. I hid the cat in. But when she came to look at the apartment, she saw the cat and I was just like, oh yeah, I have a cat. They just don't know. And she was like, oh, it's okay. I love animals. Then she moves in and she's like, can you keep her in your room because I'm allergic and I thought I could handle it, but I can't.
Well, why should you just say that?
So I kept her in my room, but obviously when she was gone, I would let my cat roam around, but obviously her hairs are everywhere.
Spread the dander everywhere.
Yeah.
Torture your roommate.
And she would just be so annoyed and just make faces. She wouldn't talk to me. I would walk in and she would be cooking and you would think you would turn around and say hi, but it was like silence. And I'm just like, I would be like, hello. And she'd be like, I'm like, that's so awkward.
Yeah.
Just because of my cat, I thought you loved animals.
Good times.
No, but I remember like with my mom's previous boyfriends, I didn't have problems with them or anything. I kind of just kept my distance. But it's like every time they would have problems with me, like, oh, she didn't wash her dish. Or like, oh, like, she didn't take out the trash or something. I'm just like, I'm not taking out the trash and I'll wash my dish when I want to. But they would get so annoyed and tell right on my mom. Then my mom would come yelling at me like, I'm tired of hearing him complaining about you. Just clean it. I'm like, okay, that's not my fault. Like he's acting like a little kid, like nagging.
He's trying to act like your dad.
Caroline was trolling her boyfriend, her mom's boyfriends.
Yeah.
Trying to get rid of them.
She's like, oh, she's taking too long of a shower. Like, we pay the bills, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, this is my house. This is my home. Like,
$3 extra.
Because it was your mom's house and they moved in with her?
Yeah. So they would complain about every little thing. Because they would obviously help her with the bills. But it's just like.
And you stayed with her at this time? You lived with her?
Yeah, I was like 16.
Oh.
I was in high school. I'm just like.
So you were the unruly teenager.
Yeah, I was a teenager.
So you would make it difficult for the guys when they moved in. And so how long would they last?
I just think
left?
They didn't like kids or anything.
Did your normal thing.
Did my normal thing. I'm not cleaning my dishes because usually my mom cleans them. But since he saw that I wouldn't clean them.
Yeah, she was babied.
I was very babied. Taking a shower as long as I want to in the bathtub. And he's just like, she's taking too long. Then I hear a knock. And I'm like, what?
Did you only have one bathroom?
My bathroom.
Oh, well, then tell him to mind his damn business.
Yeah. So it was just like a lot of nonsense, and I'm just
So
like,
how long would it take before you torpedoed that and the guys left? How long would they last for?
a long time,
6 months, a year,
like 2 years.
2 years tops, and they were out of there?
Yeah.
And you were happy, you felt victorious when
Yeah.
they left?
My mom always had my back. She's just like, she's not going anywhere, so I don't know what you're complaining about.
So you didn't like any of those guys?
They would get on my nerves because of that.
So that would be a no. You vetoed all of them?
Yeah. They were acting like little brothers that I didn't have. Like, stop nagging. If you don't want the dish there, then clean it.
You clean it.
You clean it. It's just one, and they're like, ugh.
It's not my job.
Yeah.
I'm not cleaning my dishes.
Yeah.
So if you're dating a woman, she's got a teenage girl like Caroline who won't clean her dishes, it's probably not going to last.
Like, if they have pet peeves and stuff, it's just like,
She's going to torpedo that relationship.
I don't think I've ever had a roommate.
Be chirping in
didn't
the
like.
ear, the mom all the time. I don't like him. He's mean.
yeah.
He yells at me for taking a long shower.
Then I had a TikTok. I made a TikTok with my friends. We were about to go out that same night, and the girl, I guess she passed the kitchen and walked back to her room, and my video went viral, and I guess her friend saw it, that she was in the background, and she messaged me, can you take down that video? And I already had like over 100K views or something at the time, and I was just like, no, I'm not taking it off. I get paid for it. I made a whole excuse. I can't take it down. I get paid for it. And she's just like, well, you don't have permission to film me. I'm like, well, you knew we were filming and you decided to pass by.
She probably did it on purpose.
So you never took the video down?
I never took the video.
And that one moved out pretty quickly after.
And she went off on me. She started cursing at me. And she's like, oh my God, you're such a B word, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like,
And she moved out quickly after.
yeah, she
Remember
did.
that.
Yeah, she did.
So Caroline is the roommate from hell.
I was just like, if you want, you can go and complain to like the office and tell them to take you out. But I don't know what you want me to do.
She's totally innocent.